Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to Mass Effect 2. This is episode 13, where last episode, Garrison Thane's loyalty missions were completed, and it was lovely. It was lovely for me, it was lovely for Shepard, it was lovely for Garrus. And Thane, probably lovely for him. He's working on that though, he's working on his relationship with his child. But everything else is great. Everything else is good. And at the end of last episode, we spoke to Tali, who gave us a bit of a rundown of what's going on with her life at the moment and the migrant fleet, and that she's been charged with treason. So we have to actually go to the flotilla to answer these charges. And I did say that this episode I was going to do this mission. However, I would like to mention that I have had some friendly advice for one of the best ways to experience this loyalty mission is after a particular event of which I get the final companion. Now, It teeters on the edge. It teeters on the edge of spoilerish territory, but it was allowed to pass, and I am okay with it, because if it is worth it to the point where there's apparently a hell of a lot more dialogue, and it's something that's a lot more interesting to engage with, I'm willing to compromise and take that on board. So I think what we are going to do is Tali, the migrant fleet. They said take our time. It's fine. They'll let us go about our lives until we go to the flotilla. So we're going to actually leave this loyalty mission alone until we do this mission. And after we do this mission, I guess there will be a point where we can do Tali. So we're gonna put a delay. We're gonna put a hold on Tali's loyalty mission. Hope that is okay with you, because it hasn't been spoiled. It's a friendly advice to be like, hey, this would be great if it was done this way. And it was done with care. So I appreciate that, and I will take that on board. So what we're actually going to do is probably in that case, we're just going to work our way from the bottom. We'll just work our way from the bottom. So we'll do a couple more loyalty missions today. We'll do Jack, see how we go for time, and jump into Mordin's Old Blood mission as well, which then will start us on that journey of going to Tuchanka for Grunt, and then we're not sure what Samara needs either, but I'm excited. And then there's also I think there's something else on Tuchanka as well, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that when we get to it. We'll get to that when we get to it. But regardless, I'm excited for. I'm always excited for loyalty missions.
I'm surprised by Thane's spiritual side. His psych profile mentioned little of it, and he carries himself with such cold confidence. I'm not sure if I find him scary or sexy.
A lot of women like bad boys.
A lot of women like you?
Garrus is a bad boy.
I live a dangerous life. Dangerous men fit right in.
I like you more and more each day, Shepard. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
That'll be all.
Good luck out there, Shepard. Samara wants a moment with you, Commander.
I love that. Alright, let's jump into the galaxy map. And get out of the Citadel, so we'll leave here. Now, mass relay. So Krogan DMZ, Tuchanka. Oh, okay. I guess it's just helping Grunt and helping Mordin. So I thought there was a third thing, but it was literally just because it says Tuchanka. Alright, in the Daka system, ready to land on Pragia to help Jack. So I've set off some probes in the system and explored it 100%. Let's jump on in. The jungle planet Pragia is overrun by choking hypergrowth caused by industrially mutated plant species. This, combined with its relative isolation and lack of population, has made Pragia an occasional base of operations for drug runners, weapon smugglers, pirates, mercenaries, terrorists, and intelligence agents seeking secrecy. Sustained habitation on Pragia is extremely difficult, where mutant and even poisonous plant life can overgrow colonies in days instead of years. Let's land. Okay. This is Jack's loyalty mission, which means we need eyesight. I need to look her in the eyes. So not only do we remove the sunglasses, but we remove everything else. So we're going to take Jack with us. And I'm thinking I'm also going to take Garrus with me. I'm not sure what type of mission is this going to be, really. It's going to be blow up the base, because Jack's mad about the base. And I think I could afford to take Garrus along. So we might do that. I think taking Miranda or Jacob would be playing with fire. Some form of playing with fire. So we'll leave that one be. Let's go back. And then... let's give you the Geth Plasma Shotgun. Garrus is already stocked up. I'm already stocked up. Let's jump in.
Forgot how much I hate this place. See the landing pad? Has to be on the roof, or the vegetation would overgrow it in a few hours.
Shepard, I am picking up thermal signatures everywhere, except at your landing zone. Something's distorting the sensors.
This was a secret Cerberus facility.
Yeah, they build their equipment to last. Assholes. It was a mistake coming back here, Shepard.
What? This is your idea, pal. You're the one who wanted to come back here. I love that me and Garrus are like the visor headgear club. We're like, look at our cool little holographic sensors over our eyes. Technological. Jack, we're only here because of you.
Get a hold of yourself. It'll be okay.
I'm fine. Okay, let's get on the ground.
Loving the weather. In the rain, too. Alright, let's go. This is cool. Sorry that I took your jacket off, Jack. I mean, it is... you're probably going to catch a cold. Or something. All in the name of being able to look you in the eyes and see what's going on your loyalty mission. Why would the developers do this? They went, okay, so... we know what Jack's default outfit is. She's going to go to an abandoned Cerberus base. So she's going to step off the shuttle, and it's pouring down with rain. The developers just don't like Jack. They want her to get a cold. It highlighted something over here. I think. Something popped up on screen for a second. Maybe it was a little bit of a screen glitch. Alright. Let's go on down.
Let's just get in there and plant the bomb in myself. I want to watch this place burn.
Alright. We got a codex entry for this place.
Choked by the hypergrowth of non-native plant species, Pragia serves as a
It is Pragia.
about the
Okay.
imperative for careful regulation during colonization. 2 centuries ago, Batarian agribusiness chose uninhabited Pragia as their empire's breadbasket. Colonization authorities introduced non-native, industrially mutated plants that flourished in the world's fertile volcanic soil. Synergizing with Pragia's natural geothermal conditions and chemotropic microbes, the imported species soon became a nightmare. Mutant strains of poisonous and even carnivorous plants arose, overgrowing colonies in days instead of years, and causing the Batarians to abandon their holdings. Because the planet's small animal population is insufficient to check its plant growth, Alliance ecologists predict soil exhaustion in 400 years. Due to its relative isolation and lack of population, Pragia has become a regional haven, for drug runners, weapons smugglers, pirates, mercenaries, terrorists, and intelligence agents seeking secrecy.
Yes, as the planet lore said. So it's Pragia. I was like, it's either Pragia or it's Pragia. I don't know. Honestly, pronunciation in the English language is all over the place. Pragia. Alright. I believe that was the only codex entry... Yep. We obtained. So let's get into Jack's cell. Now, thermal signatures were being read, which is very interesting. But this is supposedly an abandoned secret base.
I never saw this room. I think they brought new kids in these containers. They were messed up and starving, but alive. Usually.
This is unbelievable.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a good idea to... Oh, Jesus. Oh my god. Well, that was a fail. I accidentally went right instead of left. Oops. That's alright. We haven't failed a hack in a long time, so guess it's about time, huh? Ooh. Gotta make a mistake on terminals sometimes. Just a bit of a
The
shame.
elusive man requested operation logs again. He's getting suspicious.
When we get results, he won't care what we did. But if he knew...
He won't find out. The elusive man requested operation logs.
Sounds like this facility went rogue.
He didn't say what they were hiding from the elusive man.
However, the elusive man is aware of this facility. But the question remains, if the facility went rogue, when did it go rogue? Was it rogue when it was in operation doing the stuff that they were doing to Jack? Or was there...
They were escaping to this room, fighting here. I saw sunlight through the cracks in the ceiling. Only a half-dead guard between me and freedom. He was begging for his life.
Or, was the elusive man ordering the experiments, which seems more likely. Alright, we're actually gonna get this one. We'll get this one properly. Won't fail it. Great. I really thought that would have been where we could have gone up there, but no. Ooh, that's a weird sound. Oh, Varen. Varen, okay. Varen, huh? Ooh. Do you see the body of that one disappear? That was weird. Literally... Oh! Okay. The body's literally just ceased to exist. Old bloodstain.
This looks like an arena.
That's right. They used to stage fights here. Pit me against other kids. I loved it. Only time I was ever out of my cell.
What were they studying?
Hell if I know. Maybe that's how they got their kicks. I never understood anything that happened here.
How often did they do this?
I was in a cell my whole life. Sometimes they took me out and made me fight. Filled me with drugs, other stuff. Time gets funny in a cell.
Very, very much not good.
Did other children die in these fights?
I was a kid, filled with drugs. I got shocked when I hesitated. Narcotics flooded my veins when I attacked.
They actually rewarded you for attacking.
I still get warm feelings during a fight.
Wow.
What the hell was wrong with those people?
I don't know. Doesn't matter now.
Let's keep moving.
Hell yes.
Security Officer Zimkel, Telton facility. The subjects are out of their cells. They're tearing the place up. Subject 0 is going to get loose. I need permission to terminate. I repeat, permission to terminate.
All subjects besides 0 are expendable. Keep Jack alive.
Understood. I'll begin the...
That's not right. I broke out when my guards disappeared. I started that riot.
Ooh. Interesting.
Things might have happened that you didn't see.
The other kids attacked me, the guards attacked me, the automated systems attacked me. That doesn't leave lots of room for interpretation.
That's curious.
This place is supposed to be empty. Who the fuck shot that Baron? It's a fresh kill.
I really like Jack. Very cool character. So I'm curious to see how this loyalty mission is going to go, and then the dialogue that we can get afterwards. Love the atmosphere of this place. Like, they sell abandoned and spooky facility very well. With also the mystery of, are we alone in this place or not?
We've been spotted.
Ooh, Vorcha! Okay.
Firing a high-impact shot.
Firing a high-impact shot! Vorcha. Oh, and Krogan.
Scoped and dropped.
I love excited Garrus. Scoped and dropped!
Can't reach the target.
Oops. I'm useless now. Can't reach the target. That's the only thing I'm good for. Ah, you're in my arena now, bitch.
Why'd they need a morgue? This was a small facility.
I'm saying, some sick son of a bitch killed a lot of kids with these experiments and then checked his work.
Bullshit. I had the worst of it, and I made it out alive.
I don't know. Garrus was a C-Sec detective, so you might want to listen out for what he has to say. He might be onto something there. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna get trapped. Let's do this better this time. God, I really just... I feel a sneeze coming on. You better hurry up. You better hurry up, game. 2 blue lines at the top. There we go. Sneeze crisis averted as well. That's good. Shepard! Shepard! Get back on screen! Shepard! Oh, my Shepard's broken. Great. Shepard is stuck in the same spot. There we go, you're fixed. God damn it, Shepard. Get your head in the game. Get your head on straight. Just like silly little glitches sometimes. Just funny ones. Just little funny ones.
So strange to be back here. I feel like I'm pissed off. I'm a dangerous bitch. But then I'm a little girl again. Shit. It's complicated. Let's just go plant that bomb.
Yeah, Jack, that's called trauma. Have you seen a therapist?
I love this rifle.
Dude. This is so grim.
Nothing can stop me.
You're alright, Jack.
They kept children here.
Garrus has good dialogue. Yay. He actually says stuff like walking through the environment. I always love that when like I choose to bring someone along for a mission that's not relevant to them specifically, but they contribute instead of just staying silent the whole time. Why have Watcher here with Varen and one Krogan?
It's a two-way mirror? My cell is on the other side. I could see all the other kids out here. I screamed at them for hours, and they always ignored me.
Oh. Wow. And she didn't know that it was a two-way mirror. Damn, dude. So she just always thought that they weren't paying attention to her, which only like would have just like stewed further negative emotions in her.
I must have come through here when I broke out, but I don't remember it. This is a bad place.
Jesus. Like, what's effective that they're doing in this game is they don't have to shove stuff in your face to really like communicate what's going on here. It's very clear.
Entry 1054, Telton facility. The latest iteration of Pergnim went poorly. Subjects 1, 4, and 6 died. No biotic change among the survivors. We lowered core temperatures of surviving subjects, but no biotically beneficial reactions occurred. As a side effect, all subjects died. So we'll not try that on Zero. I hope our supply of biotic potential subjects holds up. We are going through them fast.
This is bullshit. They weren't experimenting on the other children for my safety.
You can't help what they did to others.
You don't get it, Shepard. I survived this place because I was tougher than the rest. That's who I am.
You move on. Harder and tougher.
Beep beep. Let me in.
This looks interesting.
Nice. Biotic damage. It makes me go, man, I sure hope there wasn't an upgrade in that other terminal that we missed the hack on, but I think it was just credits. Can only hope so. It said like 3,000 up the top, and I think that's usually the credit reward.
It's all fallen to pieces. The subjects are rampaging and Zero is loose. We're shutting Telton down. What a disaster. We'll infiltrate and piggyback onto the Alliance's Ascension program. Hopefully, that will give... Who what? Zero, wait!
Shepard, they started up somewhere else.
Ascension is an Alliance program. It's a school for biotic kids. They don't torture children there.
A lot of this isn't the way I remember it.
There was a lot going on.
I was dumb. I keep my eyes open now, and I always shoot first. We're getting close to my cell, the place I came from. Let's keep going.
Krogan.
Hey, Aresh. It's Kira. Yeah, the intruders are here. You want them dead? We have to talk creds. You promised us lots of salvage, but this place is a waste. Fine, we'll put them down. Then I'm coming in there and we're gonna talk salvage.
What are you doing here?
First we're gonna kill you, then we'll see.
Typical Krogan.
My order. I want them dead. Try a
Oh. That was a fail.
overrun. We outnumber and outgun all of them.
Nothing can stop me!
Time to die.
Can't target them!
This should punch through their armor.
Come out and fight. I'll weaken you before I kill you.
Kill them myself.
Fire!
Can't reach the target.
No shield. Kill you.
Target!
Break.
My pleasure.
I'll destroy you!
I'm with you.
Stop me!
Nothing can stop me.
Affirmative.
Bam! And he doesn't get to tell us what he was here for.
So, whoever Aresh is, he's in there.
Confront
I wanna plant the bomb there
Aresh.
anyway. Might as well do it on his corpse.
Confront Aresh. It's 3 in a row. Okay. Sweet. Alright, let's have a chat, Aresh. What's going on with you? Let's have a look.
Come out. We know you're here.
Okay.
Who are you?
My name is Aresh, and you're breaking into my home. I know you, Subject Zero. So many years have passed, and I thought I was the only survivor.
My name is Jack. How the hell do you know me?
We all knew your face, Jack. They inflicted horrors on us so their experiments wouldn't kill you.
Oh.
You were the question, and I'm still looking for the answer.
Aresh is another one of the kids.
Looks like you're not the only one pulled back here, Jack.
I tried to forget this.
Is that a bionic
But a
pun?
place like this, it doesn't forget you. It follows you. I hired these mercs and came back almost a solar year ago. We're rebuilding it piece by piece. I'm gonna find out what they knew. How to unlock true biotic potential in humans. I'm restarting the Telton facility. It will be beautiful.
I wanted a hole in the ground. He's trying to justify what happened by using it?
Yeah, that's kind of dumb. It's kind of dumb.
You do the same thing to new kids. Wasn't this forced on you?
Some were bought from poor families on Earth or kidnapped from colonies. Most ended up here the way I did. Batarian pirates. They did such horrible things to us. They must have had good reasons.
There's no reason good enough. Are you nuts? You lived it.
This place was like a prison. How'd you get out?
We all attacked at once as they were taking us to the lab. They would have put us down. But then Jack got loose. When I came to, it was over. The guards, the scientists, and the kids were all dead. And you were gone.
I stopped it. All of it. Maybe the others did have it bad, but what you're doing is just messed.
Everything we went through must have been worth something.
We can blow up the place, but that still leaves him. What do we do with another you?
That's easy.
Just leave me here. This is where I belong.
Fuck that.
Ooh, Jack. I don't have. I didn't think I'd have enough anyway, but it's like, what the hell? Do it.
Jack, he's trapped in his past. You need to move on from yours.
He wants to restart this place. He needs to die.
He's crazy and he's never gonna restart this facility. You have to let it go. Your past doesn't have to control you.
Fuck! Get out of here. Go! He's not worth chasing. None of it is.
You did the right thing, Jack.
Maybe. This room was my whole childhood. Give me a minute to look around.
Go ahead.
Nothing's changed, but it's all different. I used this table for everything. It was like my best friend. I'd crawl under it to cry. I was pathetic. Sometimes I dream that I'm back in this bed being tortured. I used to tie the sheets around my wrists and try to rip them off. I want to stop coming back here. I thought that room out there was the rest of the world. I'd pound and yell. Never did any good.
I assume that is all. Okay, here we go.
See the scarring on the wall here? That's where I killed my first man. One of the guards tried to stop me. Instead, I stopped him. Okay, no more wallowing. Let's blow this place to hell.
Death tattooed on the knuckles. What's on the other... What's on the other hand? Jesus. That cutscene felt super weird. How weird was that cutscene? It was like, let's blow this place to hell. Cuts to the shuttle. Jack playing with the Switch. Shepard does some weird animation where she knocks on the thing, I guess. And then, I don't know, they struggle in the cutscene. It was just like a weirdly choreographed cutscene. and a quick little loyalty mission as well. Facility on Pragia confirmed destroyed. Concerned that previous cleanup crew failed to destroy all records. Surviving facility scientists already dead, either from uprising or after facility shut down. Jack should have no further emotional issues distracting her from the mission. So we got warp ammo, and we got a new outfit for Jack as well. Wonderful. Loyalty mission completed.
Disagreement? Can you head it off before they tear out a bulkhead? Take pictures.
Take pictures? Oh shit.
Touch me and I will smear the walls with you, bitch!
Enough. Stand down, both of you.
The cheerleader won't admit what Cerberus did to me was wrong.
It wasn't Cerberus. Not really. But clearly you were a mistake.
Screw you! You've got no idea what they put me through. Maybe it's time I showed you.
Our mission is too important to let personal feelings get in the way.
Fuck your feelings. I just want her dead.
You both know what we're up against. Save your anger for the collectors.
I can put aside my differences until the mission's over.
Sure, I'll do my part. I'd hate to see her die before I get a chance to fillet her myself.
You two gonna be okay?
It's a good thing you came by when you did.
The tension.
As long as she does her job, we'll be fine. Thanks, Shepard. Commander,
Jesus.
What can I do for you?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard. Maybe another time.
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
Let's go talk to Jack. Because Jack's pissed off. Come on, Jack. The tension. Unnecessary, guys. Unnecessary. An interesting follow-up to the loyalty mission. Let's see what you have to say.
I needed to wipe that place off the map. You took me there to do it, and I owe you. You don't know what it's like, Shepard, to have garbage like that following you. It marks you in ways you don't expect.
Some of these dialogue options are so terrible. Like, the funny thing is about Renegade, right? Let me talk to you about Renegade. Strap in. Let's chat about Renegade. Renegade is so undesirable. Renegade is be the biggest asshole you can be. Renegade is just always being an asshole. Like, it's not being firm. It's not needing to put your foot down. It's not doing the right thing that might piss off a lot of people. It's not it's not being aggressive normally. It's not being just aggressive. It's being an asshole. Like, all of the responses are just so callous, and it's just like, get over yourself, do it, kill him, fuck you, I don't care, why are you talking about this, punch you in the face, throw you out a window. Like, being a renegade in a role-playing game is so hard. It's so difficult, and it's such a common trend to struggle picking the bad dialogue choices in a role-playing game, unless you're a maniac. Like, if you're actually genuinely going for a roleplay where you want to see what it's like, and you're doing it intentionally and doing full renegade, like, sure, that's fine. But on a first playthrough, or even when you're trying to play through realistically, the renegade option is so undesirable. It just stands out as this option that I laugh at, because I'm like, oh my god, like, the response is, get over yourself. And it's just something that is just like, you have to be just an apathetic asshole to be a renegade and to defend renegade choices. Like, that's my thoughts on Renegade. It's not appealing to people who are playing this for the first time, unless they are intentionally trying to be a dick. Like, I'll do a full Renegade playthrough one day when I replay this game, just to see how it goes and the train wreck that it will result in. But it's absolutely crazy, because it's like you relate more to the positive or neutral options. And sometimes there are fun Renegade options that stand out because they're actually a little bit more humorous, or they can shock you. Like the Renegade option of throwing the dude out the window. It's shocking, you're not really expecting it, and you get a little bit of a kick out of it. But the actual action of that is we just made a man fall down, like, what, 100 floors or something? Like, it's very interesting. Renegade and the lower choice options are just undesirable.
I've made a lot of hard choices, Jack. Like what to let go.
Hard to walk away from it. You'd think it would get easier now that the place is a crater. But what else do I know?
I never thought I'd see you show mercy, but you let Aresh live.
He was trapped in the past, reliving it every day. You showed how that could be me. I'm not getting stuck like that. I'm better than him, and I'm sure as hell not carrying that crater around with me.
Do you think you're different now?
I know that place is gone. But I still kind of want to kill every person I see. No offense.
So you're saying, I need you functional and deal with it. Like, these are choices that are very much like, I am not willing to open myself up to your struggles. I am not willing to allow myself to feel or understand your pain because it doesn't benefit me and I don't care. You know, and it's so hard to choose that option. It's hard to choose that option. And really, you can see how that's, like, it's just not a good option or a positive outcome, it being Renegade, of course. But, like, if you speak to her like that and you close her off, you don't give her an opportunity to actually, like, express herself or talk to you about what the hell's going on, is that situation just gets worse. From a realistic, like, personality point of view, like, people that are going on with, like, trauma, especially childhood trauma, is they just internalize it. They just internalize it instead, and then that will then come out in other ways that are as a detriment to mission, and in relation to this game, it's a detriment to relationships, to friendships, to family, to all of that kind of thing, when you don't give a traumatized person at least a little bit of your empathy, to let them know that they can get better, and not just deal with it, move on, this is boring.
You sure about this? I want to do whatever I can to get your head on straight.
Don't get all therapist on me, Shepard. You're not the couch type. I hate that stuff anyway. Bullshit, prison, psych. You did me a favor, and that's enough. More than I expected. I'll keep it together.
And let me tell you that what I just said, only for her to say that in response, still counts. Because that type of response is someone who's going through a lot. It's someone who's very traumatized. They're not used to opening up. They don't know how to open up. When they are offered an olive branch, when they are offered help, they don't know how to accept it, and they will push you away. They will push you away. Or at least try to, even if they don't want to. Even if they don't want to. But she's also set a personal boundary that she acknowledges that it's like, you don't need to do this for me. You did this for me, and I appreciate that. That's enough. Is a boundary to respect. You don't need to then push that and go, no, tell me, I want to help, because that does the opposite. It then gets them even more defensive, that you're, like, obsessing over trying to fix them or help them, which then does the opposite problem of making them, like, feel like they are, broken, or they sort of need special help and they're not a regular human being. This happens if you choose the apathetic renegade option, or if you choose the over-caring, overbearing empath. You need to find that more neutral but positive middle ground, where you open yourselves up to them, you extend yourself to them, you help them, so they know that you care, and that it's okay that they're going through shit, but ultimately you can move on to be alright. But not being too heavy-handed with that. We've done her loyalty mission, we've helped her move on from past trauma, and she's like, you don't need to be my therapist, it's okay, but I appreciate that you've helped me out. And that is a good outcome.
Hey.
Right?
Tell me about you, Jack.
I'm done talking. Come back later.
And then we have already got these. We've already done these. I might just double check them.
What do you think of Miranda and Jacob?
Jacob doesn't know who he is, but that's not my problem. Miranda's a Cerberus bitch.
Yeah.
Before she opened her mouth.
Yeah, we have done these dialogue options.
Okay, talk later.
Cool. Because we already got Jack's dialogue options before her loyalty mission. Obviously, with Thane, we took him out on a mission beforehand. Before actually sitting down and talking to him in his quarters, so that resulted in him then going, oh, I need help with my loyalty mission, and you need to get the dialogue that you should have gotten before me afterwards, like when he actually explains his perfect memory, and stuff like that. So we're going to go to the CIC, and we're going to do another loyalty mission. That was... there was a shorter mission than I expected. Shorter than I expected. Update on the kid from Captain Bailey CSEC. Ooh, on Collier. Hey Shepard, just wanted to let you know that the Drell kid's doing okay. Everything's taken care of legally, and he's doing some work for me, helping me deal with some trash in the wards, maybe make life better for some of the kids like Mouse. Not perfect, but then what is? Don't know if your Drell and mine are talking. I told him life was too short not to, but I don't know if it took. Good luck out there, Bailey. Well, I don't know. We can always check. We can always see if getting that message might trigger something. I don't think so, but we can always have a look.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
If you wish.
The last time we talked, you started speaking about a past event as if you were watching it.
Drell have perfect memories. We can relive any moment in our lives with perfect clarity. It's difficult to control at times. Some of us disappear into, let's call it solipsism.
Cool, more dialogue. Glad I went back here.
What do you mean, solipsism?
When a memory feels as real as life, it's as valid as life. Thinking about a moment brings back the smell of cut grass, the warmth of another's hand on yours, the taste of another's tongue in your mouth. Wouldn't you rather lose yourself in such a memory than spend the night alone, staring at walls of metal and plastic?
Is, more than I wanted to know. Was that Thane's weird way of, like, kind of, like, flirting with us? It's like the feeling of a tongue in your mouth, Shepard. I'm actually unsure what Shepard's meaning by more than I wanted to know. Whether she's saying, like, wouldn't you rather lose yourself in such a memory than spend the night alone? She's saying more than I wanted to know. Or is she saying more than I wanted to know to what he just said about, like, feeling the hand, feeling the tongue sort of thing? So I'm gonna ask this. I'm gonna state this one.
Isn't that a rather personal memory to talk about?
Forgive me.
There you go.
I've spent a great deal of time reviewing my life. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
No, that's okay. It wasn't really... There you go. I just needed clarification, and it was what I was thinking about, how she was, like, pushing back on him talking about intimate memories.
Isn't there a risk that you could lose yourself in bad memories as well?
Of course. Remembering the times I've taken bullets is unpleasant. But I can look at my knee and see it's not shattered. The memories that are hard to escape are those of despair.
Damn, dude. That's grim.
What do you mean, solipsism?
When a memory feels as real as life, it's as valid as life. Thinking about a moment brings back... Wouldn't you lose yourself in such a memory than spend the night alone, staring at walls of metal and plastic?
Said the wrong thing.
You can remember everything that happened in your life?
Nearly. I expect if we remembered the birth trauma, we'd never recover from it.
You can relive every assassination you've ever made?
In perfect detail. Every mistake I made. Every target's last breath.
Well, at least if you interrogated a Drell, you'd get all the information you ever needed. Drell would be perfect detectives too. They'd be absolutely perfect detectives. Where's my Mass Effect spin-off game? My LA Noire Mass Effect crossover where you play as a Drell? Make it happen.
That sounds difficult. At any moment you could relive the guilt.
Guilt? No. I've never felt any particular guilt about my contracts. My employers killed them. My body was only the tool they used. If you kill a man with your gun, do you hold the gun responsible?
I'm gonna go with this top choice here, bud.
My gun can't decide right from wrong. You clearly do.
My soul does. But my body is merely flesh. Flesh whose reflexes were honed to kill. Drell minds are different from humans. We see our body as a vessel, and accept that it is not always under our control.
That's convenient. It's hard, right? Now, this is hard. I'm going to go, like, I already know which one I'm going to choose. I'm going to go with the neutral option, because to say it, like, that's convenient is more of, like, a sarcastic, kind of like, I don't know, sarcastic, standoffish choice. And saying that's irresponsible is like, this man, this Drell, is talking about his species, his culture. This also translates into, like, that they are quite, like, religious in terms of, like, the prayers that they use. Like, this Drell is talking about his race. as a member of that race. And for Shepard to then sit in the chair across from him and be like, that's irresponsible, she's projecting her human traits. She's projecting a human perspective. And it's different for different species. Drell is communicating that Drell's minds are different. Your body is seen as a vessel, sometimes for other people's will, right? Whether that be the Hanar, whether that be for your employers, if you're doing like an assassination, that Drell are able to separate themselves emotionally and let themselves be a tool or a means to an end, and feel nothing from that, because ultimately, if it wasn't them, it would be someone else, someone or something else that would cause this contract or this job to be completed, either way. So it almost feels irresponsible for Shepard to say it's irresponsible, because it's her speaking on behalf of an entirely different species, with a different culture, with a different upbringing, with a whole different backstory and reason for being, essentially. That's weird as a middle ground. Is like, hey, I don't really understand it. I don't really understand it. It doesn't make much sense to me. It will come off a little. It does come off weird to me, which will probably also offend Thane in a weird way potentially. But yeah, saying that's irresponsible, just like, even though that's the top choice on the dialogue tree, just thinking about it from that perspective, it doesn't really feel right to say.
It's a strange way of looking at yourself.
Humans often believe in a soul distinct from the body. A spirit responsible for moral reasoning that lives on after the body's death. Our belief is just a bit more literal.
The last time we talked, you remembered one of your assassinations. Something about sunset-colored eyes?
That time. Laser dot trembles
Yep.
in the skull. Spice on the spring wind. Sunset eyes, defiant in the scope. A bystander noticed my spotting laser and threw herself between me and the target. She couldn't see me, but she stared me down.
Wow.
It was odd that you just blurted that out. Just another vivid Drell memory?
No. She was a vivid person.
Interesting.
Did you take the shot?
Not that day.
Can we not talk further on that? Sir, you just left a story untold, I guess. What? I have to go as a response? Shepard.
The last time we talked, you
A
remember?
bystander noticed my spotting laser and threw herself between me and the target. She couldn't see me.
It was odd that you just blurted that out.
No. She was a vivid person.
Did you take the shot?
Not that day.
Interesting, okay.
I should get back to my duties.
Shepard, I appreciate these chats we have.
Okay, here we go. This is the romance direction. I can tell. You're lonely. You need a little bit of femshep in your life. We're not going to pursue it. Our heart belongs to another. But this is the magic of a game like this, is you could be like, damn, I'm going to replay this game with the sole intention of romancing Thane. And you can pursue that whole dialogue tree and that relationship and see how that gets fleshed out, which would be great. And you can also flesh that out. I don't know if it's any different. It might be. But you could also decide to not gain their loyalty and pursue a relationship and see how that works. Or gain their loyalty and not pursue a relationship. Or loyalty and relationship. I don't know if the loyalty factors into how well the romance storyline goes. It could do. Feels like it should do. But who knows? But that's the magic of a game like this, and the replayability is great. But I'm just going to do the middle option because I don't want to give him an inkling. You know, we gotta kind of close that off a bit.
Haven't had a chance to speak to a Drell before. It's been fascinating.
I doubt many humans have. There are only a few 100,000 of us left after all. I won't keep you.
You suggesting that we elope? So,
Do you need something?
just want to see if I can talk to you about anything else.
Have a few minutes to
Later.
talk?
I'd like to consider what we've already discussed.
You mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all.
Okay, we've already asked this, so we'll leave.
I should go.
I shall return to my meditations.
Nice. Cool. Yeah, if we went for You're Lonely, I just know that that's going to open up. That's going to open up some other stuff. Good that we spoke to him, actually. See, I thought we might get a follow-up on Kolyat, but we actually didn't, which is very interesting. Let's get drunk, because everybody keeps telling me to get drunk on this bar, so I'm gonna get drunk. Oh, you can mix it. It's a Paragon and a Renegade drink. Hell yeah, let's go. Mix it, baby! Time to be a mixologist. Let's go. Okay. Kasumi, I'm tipsy.
Hey, got a minute?
Yep.
I can see why Jack is the way she is. I don't like it, but I get it. I'm glad to hear Thane and his son are back in touch. It'll be hard, but I think they'll be fine. Good thing you broke up that catfight between Jack and Miranda. I was afraid they'd tear a hole in the hole. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
It's such a shame. It's such a shame to have Kasumi and Zaid not be open to conversation and it be one-sided. It is such a shame. They're both interesting characters in their own right, you know. And just going in there and like rattling off their dialogue and just so they talk at you is it is a little bit unfortunate. It's a little bit unfortunate. I would like to get more from them, because they jump in, you get their loyalty missions where you get to have dialogue with them, and then for the rest of the game they will.
The women's restroom is on the starboard side of the ship.
Okay. What if we go on the men's?
Shepard, the women's restroom is on the starboard side of the ship.
Amazing. She's like, hey, Edie being like, hey, go to the bathroom. I think it was just a joke, but I was wondering if something would actually happen. That's funny. Edie watching what we drink. I'm assuming that is why we were recommended to have a drink on the Normandy. But yeah, like, I wish we could have a conversation with Kasumi. Kasumi's very interesting, you know? Like, can we get a follow-up on how she's feeling about the whole erasing the memories of her previous partner thing? Or erasing that tape. Like, all that they had together. Can we get a follow-up on Zaid and anything related to the Blue Suns? That's why I take him on Blue Suns missions and he's like, yep, I'm not going to say shit this mission. Don't expect me to say anything. You know?
I am glad you came. I must ask for your help. That is not easy for me.
It's all right. Just tell me what you need.
When we met on Ilium, I told you about a very dangerous person I was pursuing. Using the information you obtained, I have located her. She's been going by the name Morinth. I would like to apprehend her before she disappears again.
Morinth.
Didn't you say you'd pick up her trail after our mission?
I know where she is, right now. In a month, she may be gone. This is the best opportunity I've ever had.
Where is she?
Omega, a nightclub called Afterlife, which seems a perfect place for her to hunt.
Back to Omega.
How important is this?
Killing her has been my focus for 400 years. It is the most important thing in my life, and the reason I became a Justicar.
Wow. 400 years! For one target. How can you be that bad at your job, Samara? That's 400 years.
Tell me about her.
She is an Ardat Yakshi. It is a term from a dead Asari dialect. It means demon of the night winds, but that is mythology.
She is simply a very dangerous woman who kills without mercy.
Dead Asari language. Asari mythology. How cool is that, right? Like, what other mythologies other species would have? So cool. So cool. But also, you know, follow up to what I just said before. Galaxy, the universe, space, it's a big place. So chasing someone across the galaxy and hunting them down for 400 years. Four human lifespans. That is longer than when you think about 400 years, think about 400 years in human history right now. That would be going back to 1621. Australia was still left at peace, right? We hadn't had any of those people going on boats going, cool, new land, this is ours now. 400 years ago, 1621, right? Let's do like tiny bit of a history lesson, right? 1621 AD, okay? 1621 AD. What happened in the year 1621, 400 years ago, in our history, in the 17th century? There's actually a few things here, like not much, but there's some stuff here. It's not a very exciting year to be honest. There was an earthquake. The Dutch West India Company is founded. The Protestant Union is formally dissolved. Don't know if that means anything to you, but it's like, this is back where there was like kings, right? King Philip IV. You know, this is where like Europe was doing cool Europe things, and everywhere else was a little bit sleepy in terms of recorded history. Is everything else was a little bit sleepy. But 400 years, right? That's a long time. That's a long-ass time. And imagine spending 400 of those years with a single purpose or goal in mind, which is to find one person. Like, it is an unfathomable amount of time. That was my effort to understand and like communicate length of time, because we have Asari talk to us in this game. Arya talks to us and in the afterlife, talking about how long her and Patriarch knew each other or were friends, right? And it's just like, it is literally an unfathomable amount of time for a human to understand an Asari experience or lifespan. And it's just like, it's so incredible.
So is an Ardat Yakshi a special kind of murderer?
Mordin suffers a rare genetic disorder. When she mates with you, there is no gentle melding of nervous systems. She overpowers yours, burns it out, hemorrhages your brain.
Jesus.
You end up a mindless shell, and soon after, you are dead.
So she's just like, she's connecting with people and forming these attachments. Is she having children? Is she having children because of this?
Why isn't this ever mentioned in Asari literature or art?
When we were primitive, there was much fascination with Ardat Yakshi. Some cultures worshipped them as gods of destruction. Now the Asari have a place in the galaxy, and they don't wish this defect to be widely known. As far as I know, only 3 exist today. 2 chose a life of seclusion. The 3rd ran.
Morinth.
She ran, and I am sworn to kill her.
I don't know that I blame her for running.
When she fled, she proved her addiction. She was not taking a great moral stand. She simply wants to keep killing. She is a tragic figure, but not a sympathetic one.
Can't she abstain?
Each encounter gives her strength. The effect is narcotic. The more she
Okay.
does it, the more she needs to do it. She will never stop. She can't.
So you hunt down these Asari just because they're born with a genetic condition?
It manifests with maturity. When one is diagnosed, she is offered the chance to live in seclusion and comfort. If she refuses, it shows her addiction to the ecstasy she gets from killing her mates. There is no redemption for such a person.
A Black Widow.
They have to choose between prison and death.
It is an addictive condition. Remember how adaptive we are. If Mordin does not want to be cured, she won't be.
It's true.
This is definitely worthy of your full attention.
She confuses her victims, twists their feelings. They will do anything for her favor.
We need to stop her.
Thank you, Commander. There are no words to express what this means to me. There is one thing more. This creature, this monster. She is my daughter.
Whoa. She's like, hey, there's just one other thing. I appreciate her sharing this information, because she did not have to. I was literally about to say, I wonder what Shepard's, like, sort of paragon take is going to be here, when we actually get into the mission. And I feel like there might be a part of Shepard that will try and appeal to Samara's maternal side. However, I don't think that's necessarily going to work. But why would you say you should have told me? It's like she's telling us literally right now in the same conversation, dude.
You said this is genetic. How many children do you have?
3. And 3 Ardat Yakshi are in existence today.
Oh, shit.
Morinth was always the wild one. She was happy and free, but selfish.
All 3 are tied to Samara. I want to ask her how this happened. Is it because Samara had a particular mate that sort of combination results in it? Does she have it and she's not telling us that?
I cannot imagine what this is like for you.
I do not want pity, Shepard. I do not accept it. My daughter's condition is my fault, and my redemption lies in killing her. Do not pity me. Simply understand my situation.
How did all this happen?
I spent my youth on the move, adventuring. I killed people, mated with them, or just danced the night away. I learned so much, experienced so much, and then my matron days came. I could finally sit back, bask and enjoy my family. But in one moment, it was all taken away.
Asshole option, look at that.
Sounds terrible.
I sat in a med lab while a nearsighted doctor droned at me, and I learned that nothing was as I thought it would be. I gave up all that I possessed. I own nothing, claim nothing. All my knowledge will die with me. Now my purpose is to destroy my own children.
That's pretty tough.
Those moments change you.
And I've hundreds of years left to live with that. I say too much. Forgive me. Help me find my long-lost daughter. And kill her.
We'll go find Morinth.
Jesus. So, going back to Omega. Ardat Yakshi, demon of the night winds, are Asari suffering from a genetic disorder preventing conventional melding of nervous systems during mating. Instead, Ardat Yakshi electrochemically ravage their partner's nervous systems, in extreme cases leaving victims as vegetative invalids or corpses. Asari psychologists regard this incapacity for mental fusion as preventing the development of empathy, leading to psychopathy. I don't know how to say do you say psychopath? Psychopathy? Empathy? Psycho... like, empath? Psycho... like... You would say empath, and then it's empathy. So psychopath would be psychopathy. I've never said that word before. There is no known cure. Empathy. Psychopathy. There is no known cure. The disorder generally begins in infancy, reaching full pathology during maiden and adolescent sexual development. While seductive and sexually driven as other Asari, Ardat Yakshi are congenitally sterile. Okay, so Samara obviously does not carry it or have it, but it's a result of her children. So you can never... That's why I said, like, before, I was like, oh, if she's mating and connecting with so many people, I wonder if she's, like, has children. There you go. This is answered for us. So they're sterile. So when you have an Ardat Yakshi, you will only have that one. Ancient Asari mythology held Ardat Yakshi as gods of destruction, depicting them as villains of countless legends and as the anti-heroes of numerous Asari epics. Contrary to popular belief, Ardat Yakshi are neither extremely rare, around 1% of all Asari dwell on the AY spectrum, nor are they all murderers. Most cultivate and discard countless exploitative or abusive relationships during their legally marginal lives. Despite rumors of Ardat Yakshi syndicates, by nature, Ardat Yakshi are incapable of long-term cooperation. As a disproportionately wealthy species, Asari employ their economic reach and media ownership to hide the AY pathology from the galactic community, placing most Ardat Yakshi in monitored work programs or seclusion. Only the most aggressive cases are sentenced to sanitaria, and prisons or to the execution lists of justicars. That's some shit, isn't it? Born with a curse, essentially. So we've now spoken to Samara, which I was just like putting off for literally no reason at all, just because I knew we weren't pursuing her mission yet. But there we go. We're now going to move into our next mission. Which is going to be Mordin's, I think. So we'll do Mordin's, and then by extension, the next mission we'll end up doing would then have to be Grunt, just because when you're on Tuchanka, you know, you do Tuchanka things. So let's open up the old galaxy map. Get on plotting our course through the mass relay. I'm also thinking at some point, depends how like long certain loyalty missions are. I need to check out some anomalies and do Project Overlord. We've got some. When we do Samara's mission, I can do the other like Omega related quests that we've got going on, like delivering a package to Ish that we found when we were on the Citadel. So we'll do that later. We'll also make it like a goal to clear out some side quests before we head through to do the IFF as well. So helping Grunt and helping Mordin on Tuchanka. It's very interesting how both of them are tied here. Obviously we know that only one of them is related to Mordin wants to like rescue someone, I believe. Mordin wants to rescue someone. So we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. We're not going to land with Grunt because we'll focus on Mordin first. So we'll land with Mordin, and then we'll check out someone else. I'm missing something in this. Is it in the ring? Is it in the asteroid belt? Missing something else in this solar system. Oh, there it is. Look, there's a tiny one. Tiny one! Dirac. Always the super tiny, always the super tiny ones that are rich. Obviously, I've been doing resource scanning in my own time, and I probably will continue to. I'm just seeing if I can get any EZO out of this, but it's alright. Cool. Alright, Tuchanka it is. Scarred by bombardment craters, radioactive rubble, choking ash, salt flats, and alkaline seas, Tuchanka can barely support life. Thousands of years ago, life grew in fierce abundance under the F-class star Aralak clan, word meaning Eye of Wrath. It's so hard when you're playing a fantasy sci-fi game that have created words for that world, and you have to be like, yes, pronunciation. Tree analogues grew in thick jungles, their roots growing out of shallow, silty seas. Life fed upon life in an evolutionary crucible. This world died in nuclear firestorms after the Krogan split the atom. A little ice age of nuclear winter killed off much of the remaining plant life. In recent centuries, many Krogan have returned to their homeworld. The reduced albedo has caused global temperatures to rise. In order to maintain livable temperatures, a vast shroud was assembled at the L1 Lagrange point. It is maintained by the Council Demilitarization Enforcement Mission, CDEM, which is based on orbiting battle stations. Visitors to Tuchanka land at their own risk. The CDEM will not attempt to extract citizens threatened by clan warfare. The ecology of Tuchanka is deadly. Nearly every native species engages in some predatory behavior. Even the remaining vegetation is carnivorous. Travel beyond guarded areas is strongly discouraged. So the capital is currently Erdnot. Cool. Let's land. Let's land. Now, here we go. Loyal Jack. What's your new outfit? Cool. There's an outfit where you don't have sunglasses. Great. That's your outfit now. We're taking Mordin with us, and who should I take? God damn it. It's honestly so hard. Playthroughs. How many people do we have? 3, 6, 9... Goddamn 12 companions. They literally went, well, it's Mass Effect 2, it's the sequel, double your squad mate amount. I'm gonna take Garrus. I need to take Garrus. Taking Garrus with us. Mordin. We're doing his loyalty mission, so I'm probably gonna leave these points and we'll put it into Neuroshock instead. This looks good to me. Let's go. Tuchanka. Yeah, it looks habitable. Looks nice. Fancy. Ready to go hang out with some Krogan? Ready to go hang out with some Krogan? Ooh, we're getting greeted. Oh, there's an Asari here too. Codex, planets and locations. Give it to me. Let's have a look at Tuchanka.
The Krogan homeworld boasts extreme temperatures, virulent diseases, and vicious predatory fauna. Around 1900 BCE, the Krogan discovered atomic power and promptly instigated many intraplanetary wars, sending Tuchanka into a nuclear winter. With most of their industrial base destroyed, the Krogan entered a new dark age, and warring tribal bands dominated. Populations remained low for the next 2,000 years. First contact with the Solarians made resurgence possible. Krogan brought to less hostile planets bred exponentially and returned to reconquer their home. They built vast underground shelters to shield themselves from surface radiation, which proved prescient during the Krogan rebellions, when many of them isolated themselves in a vain attempt to avoid the genophage. Convinced they could outbreed the genophage, they transmitted it into more than 90% of the sealed bunkers. Today, Tuchanka's population is sharply limited. While individual Krogan are long-lived, the genophage ensures few replacements.
Interesting. Interesting.
Stop right there, alien. You're Shepherd of the Normandy.
That is correct.
What did I tell you, honey? Isn't it beautiful? Far away from all that high-tech noise.
I guess. Seems a bit dirty, though.
Oh, it builds character.
Is it just me, or do the other Krogan not like me?
Oh, there's some concern about me bringing in a non-Krogan. I had to talk to the chief a little. It's not a deal.
Do you know what would have been cool?
They don't even want me here?
Who cares what they want? I want you. That's all that matters.
What would have been cool here is if this was that same Krogan Asari couple that we convinced the Asari to continue dating in when we went to Ilium. No, not Ilium. Ilium? Yes, Ilium. That would have been an interesting follow-up.
I don't know if I can do this, Char.
Hey, now. My blue rose of Ilium always...
Ooh, actually, is it?
Toward the sun.
Okay, I'll manage.
It is! Yeah, because the poetry! Oh, it is! Oh, that's cool.
What did I tell you, honey?
Yes! Cool, because I was like, oh, it's like an Krogan and Asari couple. Is it this? And I was like, I wonder if it's the same one. The poetry gives it away. I didn't remember characters' names, so that's great. She took her to the Krogan homeworld. Amazing.
If you're looking for work, you're shouting down the wrong hole. The Blood Pack only recruits Krogan.
I'll bring Grunt then.
You again. I told you the Blood Pack only wants Krogan. Go flash your smooth skin somewhere else.
Hey, smooth skin.
The clan leader wants to speak with you. Talk to him soon, alien. If we decide you're not welcome, you'll know just before we kill you.
Okay. Arrive on strange planet. Have to talk to the big boss.
Take your business to the clan leader.
I'm trying to I'm trying to see if there's anything left in the codec about it. I don't think so. It's alright. I kind of wish that some of the dialogue that we spoke to, some of the dialogue that we have done in the past would add into the codec sometimes, but that's alright. I have some thoughts, but I'll let these scenes play out first just to see if it's what I think.
And show those Turians who's boss. Tear them right. Tear their scales off and let the Pyjaks feast on them while they're still alive. Ha!
Erdnot clan reports use weak encryption. I see references to a captured Solarian in the logs of the Chief Scout.
Good. Talk to Scout then. Or Chief. Either one acceptable.
Also, I have been unable to access local medical records. I suggest asking the local clan leader for assistance with Grunt's problem.
We'll do that when Grunt's with us. Ooh, it's one of those monkey things. Hello, team.
Were you around when the female camps and the children over last week? No. I was off dealing with a Varren attack. What? Any promising warriors? Yes, of course. They're strong. One day they will tear our enemies apart.
You know what's good about Mass Effect voice acting as well is even the NPCs are so well voice acted. Obviously, they have people playing multiple characters and additional voices and stuff like that, but the NPCs,
Looks like Urs finally found someone to follow around.
NPCs are very well voice acted. I can talk to a Varren? Oh, okay, we're good. I was like, is this Varren about to speak to me?
Good Baron.
You can pet the dog, guys.
Stay.
Interesting.
Greetings, human. My name is Ratch. Have a look at what I've got.
Everyone I talk to hates that aliens are an Erdnot. Except you.
I don't have the luxury of turning away paying customers. I do enough business off-world to know that you aliens have more credits than people here do.
What do you have in stock?
Most of it's food and drink that's toxic to humans. Rincall's a local favorite. Don't try to act tough, it'll tear your insides apart. Otherwise, I've got weapons, scrap, and whatever food those pie jocks don't steal, which isn't much. Take a look at my kiosk over there if you want to buy something.
Rincall sounds like a medicine.
What the hell is a pie jack?
Off-world vermin.
Oh.
Say they're like monkeys. They come in and steal food, Rincall, whatever they can get their talons on. We started using the mounted defense cannons to stop them.
I'm a good shot. Maybe I can help out with the pie jacks.
Feel free. You can use the console out there to control the guns. Make a dent in the pie jock population, and you get a discount.
Ooh.
Good luck with that.
Alright.
I should go.
Suit yourself.
So before we buy stuff from here, we'll death mask. We'll allow ourselves to get a discount. A merchant on Tuchanka is having trouble with local vermin that is pie jacks. Use the defense cannons to nearby to kill a large number of them. Interesting.
Looks like Urs finally found someone to follow around.
Oh, I guess we'll...
Probably 5 years from the right. Yeah, my eyes, I think. You see that special they had on the extranet?
So much dialogue, which is great.
Should be out hunting. Fixing something if you can't hunt.
A dice guard.
Halt. You must wait till the clan leader summons you. He is... in talks.
You know what tradition demands.
Rex!
Must respond. Your reforms will not go unopposed. You risk appearing weak.
Rex!
Shepard.
Rex!
Good enough?
Recognize that scar anywhere, baby.
Out of my... Shepard. My friend. You look well for dead, Shepard. Should have known the void couldn't hold you.
Looks like helping me destroy Saren and the Geth has worked out for you. Glad we didn't have to kill each other on Vermeer.
You made the rise of Erdnot possible. Vermeer was a turning point for the Krogan, though not everyone was happy about it. Destroying Saren's genophage cure freed us from his manipulation. I used that to spur the clans to unify under Erdnot. You abandoned many traditions to get your way. Dangerous. Equally spoken to, Uvenk. I'll drag your clan to glory whether it likes it or not.
Amazing.
Now, Shepard, what brings you here? How's the Normandy?
How's the Normandy? Was he not on the ship? Was he not on the ship when it went and get evacuated? I guess not. Or is he just asking about Normandy Part 2 because they're probably aware that a Normandy came to land on the planet. This is cool. I knew that, like, this was the feeling that I had. I was like, are we gonna see Rex going to Tuchanka? I was like, seems likely. And I see my boy sit with his dead giveaway appearance.
Destroyed in a collector surprise attack.
Yeah, he wasn't on the ship.
Well, you look good. Ah, the benefits of a redundant nervous system.
Yeah, humans don't have that.
Oh, it must have been painful then. But you're standing here, And you've got a strong new ship. Takes me back to the old days. Us against the unknown, killing it with big guns. Good times.
Interesting. I'm not going to ask this question yet, because we don't have Grunt with us. It doesn't seem that there is a point to that. But I'll ask these. So he wasn't on the ship. That's interesting, because he's like, hey, I obviously, like, Rex would have heard that we died then, but then was like, what's going on? Oh, you got spaced. That's good to know. I had no idea.
Sounds like you've got big changes ahead for the Krogan.
We are making a neutral ground where all clans are welcome. Fertile females can be shared among clans. We will strengthen the race as a whole.
You threaten everything that makes us strong. It will not last.
Maybe. Until then, you're lucky to be a part of it.
How do you maintain security with so many different clans in one place?
Any clan willing to send in hostages can come in. No fighting inside the camp. Each clan punishes its own criminals. We stop conflicts before anyone dies. Then we present a simple choice. Pay a fine and deal with your problems, or your clan is no longer welcome.
Pay the court a fine and serve your sentence.
What's so important about maintaining individual clans?
Every clan has different customs, rites of passage, rules of behavior, battle songs, all unique. That diversity makes us great. No clan, not even mine, was meant to survive on its own.
How do you maintain security with so many different clans?
Any clan, we stop conflicts before anyone dies. Then we present a simple choice.
That doesn't sound very harsh by Krogan standards.
Allies from other clans like what I'm doing. They help deal with skeptics. Many are eager for an outlet. Every time I've declared a clan unwelcome, my allies have destroyed them. Word gets around.
I'm going to ask another one here again.
What's so important about maintaining...
That diversity makes us great.
Urdnot is the leading clan. Doesn't that make your culture primary?
For now. But every clan has its unique assets. The best tacticians are Urdnot. Chorgal has the longest breeding line. Gatatog holds the oldest settlement. Others have their own strengths. We keep going how we are. The clans will end up as craters under nuclear haze. Even Urdnot. We need to rethink. Restart.
I hope that works well for your people. But back to the reason I'm here.
We don't often allow aliens to do business on Tuchanka, but you're an exception.
Oh, actually, maybe I should be asking about the... Alright, hold on. Let me go back.
Sounds like you've got big changes. This sounds ambitious.
Ah!
How's it gone so far?
Game!
I'd feared. Worse than I'd hoped.
That's fine.
It can't continue. You are going against what makes us strong.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you have a position, and then I want to do this one.
What do the women of Clan Urdnot think about this plan?
It was our female clan leader's idea. The neutral area is safe, and it encourages more female clans to ally with us. Attacks on Urdnot now endanger the females of all clans. Even clans that want to see me dead will defend Clan Urdnot.
Cool. So we've asked how's your plan going. Except I think that there was a secondary follow-up option. So
this sounds ambitious.
Better than I'd feared.
It can't continue. You are going against...
Sounds like you're not making friends.
Traditionalists like Uvenk are chained Varen, always fighting, guiding their pathetic stick in the ground. When the smoke clears, I can plant the flag on their corpses and rally the rest around a new Krogan hub.
Sounds like you're counting on a lot of bloodshed even after you unite.
It will be slow, but I won't change what we are. Krogan are judged by the strength of our enemies. Our worst insult is to say someone's not worth killing.
Cool. Alright, so I've now taken all the dialogue. We'll go back to my business here.
We'll often allow aliens to do business on Tuchanka.
And we're gonna do this.
I'm looking for a Solarian. He was captured by the Blood Pack and brought here.
My scout commander can direct you. He's probably near the perimeter running target practice. Don't take too much of his time. I need a constant watch on the other clans.
Cool. We'll talk about Grunt later.
I need to go. We'll go over this another time.
Watch yourself, Shepard. Tuchanka isn't safe and homey like Pharaohs and Ilos.
I have nothing to say to aliens.
Gotcha, Goggle Vank. So cool. When he just literally has a throne that's just made out of rubble on the ground. He's like, yes, this will do, because I am Krogan. So cool. Alright. Happy reunion. We didn't get to be like, ah, come with me, and I know that he's going to decline anyway. Pit Fight Gambling Station.
Put down some real money, human.
Oh. Varen fighting. Okay. Alright, well, I guess if that's what you Krogan like to do, we're going to bet on the red boy, because it goes faster. The red one goes faster. Let's go! Red boy! Oh. Well, that was disappointing. Well, fuck me. Alright. Whatever. Loser! Alright, mate.
At first I thought it was a waste of ammunition just to kill incoming vermin. Now, I think if these Urdnot can pinpoint such small mammals with these guns, they'll make short work of an incoming invasion force.
Let's see what the human can do.
Oh. Okay. It's got a pretty good area of effect. Remember when I felt kind of bad that I was accidentally murdering them in Mass Effect 1, but then it turns out that it was actually not a bad idea? Because apparently they're pests. You! Dunk. Oh! Wave completed. Fun little minigame. Nothing gets past me! Thunk. Sometimes the cursor moves quite slowly. Bitch! Yo, how many do we have to kill? 18! Do we just go until the end of time? Is there a limited amount to take out? Get out of here. Going more fast-paced, I see. It's got a good area of effect. I like it. Completed Rash's quest. Let's go.
Eyes straight ahead.
No Pyjack gets through on my watch, baby.
Child. My son.
We played Tackle the Varen. I like Krogan.
Seeing those vermin roasting in the heat from an explosive shell.
I swear it was glorious.
It was a lot of fun.
Help yourself to more. There's no shortage of pie jocks out there if you get a craving for violence. I'll give you a discount at my store. Anything you want, you buy at cost.
I should go.
Suit yourself.
Ooh, we got more stuff. Piejack meat. Ooh, can I give this to the Baron? Purchase piejack meat. Yes. Heavy weapon ammo
This should come in
upgrade.
handy.
Alright, Shepard, no need to yell. Pistol. Yes. 100%. Yes. Feed the Baron.
Here, try this.
Looks like Urs finally found someone to follow around.
Oh my god. We have a dog.
Should I ask the female?
We have a dog.
Why bother with all the politics?
I've adopted a space pet.
That's enough. But I could teach him to hunt. The best way to shoot a gun.
I've got a dog.
The city has a big statue of a Krogan right in the middle. Well, I'm not putting a damn Asari statue up here. That's what you want. Don't be a... I'll tear you apart. You don't have the plates to try. I've had a...
The Systems Alliance Parliamentary Subcommittee for Transhuman Studies has awarded reparations for biotics suffering complications from L2 implants. Subcommittee Chairman Burns thanked biotics everywhere for their patience and understanding, and promised more help for those forgotten by the system until now.
That's our actions from Mass Effect 1, where we rescued that dude, where the L2 implants guys were about to kill him, and we made him promise to ratify the changes, and he also sent us an email in our messages about it. That is where that's from, which is cool.
Don't crowd the ambassador.
Nakmor ambassador.
Turn back, human. I may be an ambassador among my people, but that doesn't mean I have to speak to the likes of you. Leave now before my guards decide to eject you.
You seem like a well-traveled Krogan ambassador.
I am.
Then you must know who I am. And you have to be aware that bad things happen to those who oppose me.
Stand down, men. I'm starting to like this human. I am the ambassador to Urdnot from Clan Nakmor. We're a small clan based in the Kratic Wastes.
If Nakmor is a small clan, how do you keep the more powerful clans from destroying you?
We are the clan of the great warlord Nakmor Krall, who faced down platoons of Turians and won. Most clans lend us the respect our ancestor is due.
Dog.
What business does Clan Nakmor have with the Urdnot?
Clan leader Rex requested that I come. He and Clan Nakmor have been in talks about a more permanent alliance. With our help, Urdnot could rally others behind its banner and truly unite Tuchanka, and we would gain the chance to fight in larger battles with greater plunder.
I thought all Krogan want to be warriors. What makes a Krogan become an ambassador?
You don't know as much as you think, human. A Krogan diplomat has to represent the strength of his people, or his clan appears ripe for conquest. I slaughtered my way to the top of my clan, human. I speak with the authority of a warrior.
If Nakmor is a small clan, how do you keep the more powerful clans from destroying you?
We are the clan of the great. Most clans lend us the respect our ancestors.
I should go.
I'm sure you are needed elsewhere. Eyes straight ahead.
Eyes straight ahead.
Go away, alien. I talk to no one about our rights unless my clan leader wills it. Give me a reason.
Go away. The envoy to the female clans doesn't have to listen to aliens.
I'll never back down.
Then I'll put you on your back. The Citadel has these huge arms. Millions of people live there.
Why do you care so much? You gonna leave Tuchanka? Run off with the damn blood-packed mercs?
No.
I think BioWare had a lot of fun. BioWare had a lot of fun with Krogans and how they communicate and what they talk about. You can tell.
Give me a reason.
No.
What do you want, human? You're crowding my hump.
So you're in charge of Urdnot scouts. Why waste your time shooting at vermin?
Ammunition is the one thing we're not hurting for on Tuchanka. As scout commander, I have to set an example. Plus, the little bastards get into food supplies if their numbers get too high. Can't have that.
You see a lot of action around here?
Enough. Varen here and there, and snakes in any of the water safe enough to drink. Rex has made ceasefire agreements with some of the clans, but I still have to patrol, keep them honest.
What does the scout commander do?
We find out where the enemies are, and we make them think that there are too many of us to screw with. Sometimes that means harassing the perimeter, taking out a generator or two. Other times, we play hide and seek. We leave lots of tracks, exaggerate our numbers.
That's not recon, that's sabotage.
It's a lot easier to count their numbers once you blow some of them up. Everyone knows where Urdnot is, human. It's not like we can hide.
So every clan on Tuchanka encroaches on the other clan's borders?
Borders? This is Tuchanka. Our borders are determined by the range of our guns. We are what we are, human. If we didn't fire at them, they wouldn't take us seriously.
Don't your storehouses have automated defenses?
Why bother? Half of what we eat is vermin. And if we get hold of defense systems, we don't use them to guard grain. We've got weapons stockpiles to take care of. Beyond that, our women and children get the security.
Taking care of your food supply would help more in the long run.
If Clan Jordan kills our guards and helps itself to our well-secured food, there won't be a long term. This is Tuchanka. Having power and clean water means we're living in luxury.
Your enemies go after civilians?
Easiest way to wipe out a clan. Women and kids can fight, but they're always outnumbered if another clan goes after them. If its women and children are killed, a clan's hope for the future is lost. It falls apart. We don't do that, though. Rex's orders. Even if it costs us a battle, we don't fire on non-combatants.
Thanks for the information.
Whatever. What do you want, human? You're crowding my hump.
I'm looking for a Solarian. The Blood Pack captured him and he was last seen around here.
I heard about that Solarian. Poor bastard. If it's Blood Pack, then Clan Werlock has him. Sent one of my scouts to check it out, but he never reported back. Guess they got him, too.
Clan Werlock.
Chief told me to give you one of the trucks. Just follow the highway to Werlock's base, if you've got the quads to deal with him in the Blood Pack.
I love that Krogan have their own version of saying if you've got the balls. It's so funny.
What can you tell me about Clan Werlock's base?
Last I heard, the clan was holed up in an old hospital. I haven't seen it, though. I've only seen Clan Werlock from a distance. If I'd gotten closer, I'd have taken a shot. You get inside, though, bring a big gun. Werlock's base is crawling with Blood Pack.
That doesn't sound too defensible. Why'd they hole up there?
Any hospital on Tuchanka has to be built well enough to withstand a bunch of enraged Krogan. When an injury forces us to switch over to secondary organs, things get messy. Higher thought processes don't always transition properly. Blood rage, they call it.
Any idea what they're doing with the Solarian?
I assume they wanted to torture him. You don't take somebody home just to kill them. It's messy. Maybe he pissed off the Blood Pack, and they brought him here for special treatment. No skin off my hump what they'd do with him. One less alien on Tuchanka.
You don't seem to have much love lost for aliens.
Don't get your quads in a twist. If I was gonna kill you, you'd know it. Rex believes we need to unite the Krogan people. I don't think we can do that with off-worlders interfering, but it's not my call.
What's Clan Werlock's reputation? And how are they involved with the Blood Pack?
Tough humps, and they're not friendly like we are. You ever run into the Blood Pack? Mercenary gang. Clan Werlock started it. One of the only gangs with an off-world presence. They're fanatics. Totally devoted to Werlock Guld. Whatever they did with your Solarian, Guld's behind it.
What makes Guld so special?
He's got 2 children. One of them is a girl. Some people think he's got a destiny. Not me. I had a cousin who won 20 consecutive games of Quasar. Lucky bastard. I'd ask my cousin for a loan, but I wouldn't swear allegiance to him. Luck. That's all it is. Same for Guld.
But the Blood Pack has non-Krogan members like Vorcha.
Ha! The Vorcha. They're just like the Varen. Only they can use guns and don't crap on the floor as often. The Krogan are the only real members of the Blood Pack. Anyone else is just there to soak enemy fire.
Amazing. Oh, I meant to say, what about Guld? Bitch. That's annoying. Alright. Taking Mordin with us, and I will continue to take Garrus. I totally was like, oh, cool, let's take the truck. Dialogue option. Missed. Let's go. Oh, I thought we were going to be able to drive it. I thought it was going to be a vehicle section. This is fine. Whew. Looks similar to looks like similar like architecture or like aesthetics almost to when we were like going through and driving the Mako through like I believe the planet was Ferros. Ferros was the one with the whole what are they called? The plant related thing. I forgot the name of it. Thorian. The Thorian. I'm pretty sure that was Ferros. Like with the whole like highways and like tunnels and stuff. Whoa! Whoa! Oh my god. I was like, wow, this looks cool. Check that out. Like some sort of like refinery thing. Oh, what's this? Dude! Literal, either that's a black hole or it's a eclipse. But there's all this shit going on around it, so I'm like, I don't know. This doesn't look very eclipsy to me. There's a whole thing here. I don't know. Does Tuchanka... Okay, Garrus. Does Tuchanka Codex mention anything about like a literal black hole?
The Krogan homeworld boasts extreme temperatures, virulent diseases, and vicious predatory fauna. Around 1900 BCE, the Krogan discovered atomic power and prompted...
Nothing gonna get mentioned about the big old thing in the sky? I want to ask somebody about that. Like, hey guys, are we chilling next to a black hole or an eclipse? It's one of the two. That's wild.
Enemies inbound.
Flixen.
Should do this.
I'll take the shot.
Oh, they explode! They explode upon death. Jesus. Hey guys, did you know that they explode upon death? You should watch out. Just so you're aware, you should watch out. Let me chuck these on. There you go. Cool. If they explode, I have to keep my distance. No.
Ready for
Enemy charging!
Up close and personal.
Can't target them! Firing a high-impact shot!
Not a problem.
Bye, sir. This is wild, dude. Look at this place. Check these locations out. Ah, I thought his tank was on fire.
I've got no shields!
Oh my god. Skillful play, Shepard. Skillful play. Punch the flammable tank. Good idea. Good idea, I say. Useless. Useless, the lot of you. Deliver manifold. Find someone at the Erdnot camp who can use the combustion manifold. Let me in, please.
Repurposed Krogan Hospital. Sturdy, built to withstand punishment.
That's unfortunate. Hospitals aren't fun to fight through.
What is fun to fight through?
Gardens, electronic shops, antique stores, but only if they're classy.
Quippy?
That body, human. Need to take a look.
Garrus has good dialogue.
Tumors. Ligatures showing restraint at wrists and ankles. Track marks for repeated injection sites. Test subject. Victim of experimentation.
Wow.
I don't suppose there's a way to tell who this poor bastard was.
No tattoos or ID. Maybe slave or prisoner. Maybe merc or pirate. Irrelevant now. Clearly part of Krogan tests to cure genophage. Humans useful as test subjects. Genetically diverse. Enables exploration of treatment modalities.
Experimenting on humans? That kind of crap is what makes Cerberus start to seem like a good idea.
Never used humans myself. Disgusting. Unethical. Sloppy. Used by brute force researchers, not thinkers. No place in proper science. Krogan use of humans, unsurprising.
I imagine you had to do some live subject testing while developing the new genophage.
No, unnecessary. Limited tests to simulations, corpses, cloned tissue samples. High-level tests on Varen. No tests on species with members capable of calculus. Simple rule, never broke it.
Wouldn't something native to Tuchanka work better? Varen, maybe?
Yes, human experiments strictly high-level, concept testing. Native Tuchanka fauna likely used later in development stages. Wise to delay use of Varen until necessary. Powerful bite.
What can you tell about their experiments from looking at the body?
Position of tumors suggests deliberate mutation of adrenal, pineal glands, modifying hormone levels, counterattack on glands hit by genophage. Clever.
Do you think they're close to curing the genophage?
Can't say. Need more data. Conceptually sound, though. Genophage alters hormone levels, could repair damage with hormonal counterattack.
How are humans more genetically diverse?
More variable. Peaks and valleys, mutations, adaptations, far beyond other life. makes humans useful test subjects, larger reactions to smaller stimuli.
I know we can look much different from each other, but Asari have a wide range of skin tones.
No, ignore superficial appearance, down to genetic code. Biotic abilities, intelligence levels. Can look at random Asari, Krogan, make reasonable guess. Humans, too variable to judge. Outliers in all species, of course. Geniuses, idiots. But human probability curve offers greater overall variety.
Now we've got 2 reasons to shut this place down.
Focus on Malin. Too late to help the dead.
I am the speaker for Clan Werlock, Offworlders. You have shed our blood. By rights, you should be dead already. But Werlock Gold, the Chief of Chiefs, has ordered that you be given leave to flee and spread the message of our coming.
Krogan don't generally let people go. What does Clan Werlock have planned?
If you walk away now, you can tell your children that you saw Clan Werlock before our blood pact conquered the stars. You think the Erd not impressive? They are pitiful! Werlock Gold will destroy them! The Solarian will cure the Genophage, and Clan Werlock will spread across the galaxy in a sea of blood!
Appears they discovered Malin's work. Unfortunate.
Sorry, Werlock person, you bore me.
It doesn't have to happen like this. I can understand wanting to cure the Genophage.
No, human, you understand nothing! You have not seen the piles of children that never lived. The Krogan were wronged. We will make it right, and then we will have our revenge!
How good is this voice acting? It's insane. It's insane. Like, how quality the voice work is.
Half the galaxy sees the Krogan as victims. If you start a war, you'll lose their support.
We have the Blood Pack, and we have the Solarian. When our clan numbers in the millions, we will not need support. When we cure the Genophage, Werlock Gold will rule all Krogan. The Krogan rebellions will become the Krogan Empire. The surviving races will frighten their children with tales of what the Blood Pact did to the Turians. The Asari will scream as their citadel plunges into the sun. We will keep Solarians as slaves and eat their eggs as a delicacy.
You talk too much.
See? The human cannot hit a simple target.
Holy shit, Shepard. I'm pretty sure. Now, I wasn't initially going to do that. I was being like, oh, I'm going to hold off. I'm going to let him go on his speech. And I was like, it just kept sitting there. I was like, it just keeps sitting there. And then I was wondering if that was like, I thought that was like him doing something like that. Mordin giving us like a signal to go, come on, mate, do something. So I don't know. But that was interesting.
You got it.
We'll end it.
Can't target them!
Understood.
Where are you guys going?
Enjoy.
Bring a high impact shot to take down.
Keep them back. Krogan charging.
That renegade option was worth it. That was brutal, Shepard. That was brutal. It's like, ha, human, lousy shot. It was not a lousy shot, the narrator says. It was at this moment he realized he fucked up.
Labs likely through there. Can smell antiseptic. Hint of dead flesh.
I love the atmospheric like ambience when like they don't necessarily do like soundtrack.
Active console may contain useful data.
But it's like cool sounds.
Sequences. Hormone mutagens still steady. Protein chains, live tissue, clone tissue. Very thorough. Standard treatment vectors, avoiding scorched earth immunosuppressants to alter hormone levels. Good. Hate to see that.
Most people wouldn't be so casual about developing a sterility plague, Mordin.
Not developing, modifying, much more difficult, working within confines of existing genophage, 100 times the complexity. Errors unacceptable, could cause total sterility, malignant tumors, could even reduce effectiveness, worse than doing nothing. Had to keep Krogan population stable, 1 in 1,000, perfect target, optimal growth, like gardening.
You're saying you were working just as hard to keep their population from falling?
Yes, could have eradicated Krogan. Not difficult. Increased mutation to degrade genetic structure further. Chose not to. Rachni extinction tragic. Didn't want to repeat. All life precious. Universe demands diversity.
What was it like working on the genophage modification project?
Best years of my life. Wake up with ideas, talk over breakfast, experiments all morning. Statistical analysis in afternoon, run new simulations during dinner, set data runs to cook overnight. Laughter, ego, argument, passion, galaxy's biggest problem, massive resources thrown at us. Got anything we wanted.
Chef Mordin talking about cooking up cure to the genophage. I love how, like, it's very subtle, but I love how realistic all of the characters are, and how, like, even when we're talking to, like, aliens, like, Mordin's very cool to talk to. Like, you ask him a question, and he does, like, he goes, like, and takes, like, a sharp inhale before, like, talking about it, right? He's, like, as if he's, like, when he's recalling that memory, and he goes, and then he goes to, like, recall it. It's such a subtle action, but so realistic.
Do you keep in touch with your old team members?
No. All changed with deployment. Made test drop on isolated Krogan clan, hit rest of Tuchanka when results were positive. End of project. Separate ways. Watching it end, watching birth rates drop. Personal. Private. Not appropriate for team.
So far, I wanted to say the bottom one on the first investigation. I want to say this one on the second investigation. I don't want to say you've gone down in the world or you're a heartless killer. Interestingly, that those are both also on different sides of the spectrum.
How can you agree with using the genophage, Mordin? Look at what happened to Tuchanka as a result.
State of Tuchanka not due to genophage. Nuclear winter caused by Krogan before Salarians made first contact. Krogan choices. Refuse truce during Krogan rebellions. Expand after Rachni wars. Splinter after genophage. Genophage medical, not nuclear. No craters from virus. Damage caused by Krogan, not Salarians, not me.
So if the Krogan banded together and formed a united government, you'd welcome that?
Yes. United Krogan saved Galaxy. Destroyed Rachni. Genophage not punishment. Simply alters fertility to correct for removal from hostile environment.
Yeah, there's this really interesting take that Shepard's Paragon option is taking, which is you're a heartless killer, and it's still your fault. And I guess you could, like, there's a perspective where I can see why, but Shepard's taking a bit of an interesting stance here for her Paragon Renegade options. Like I'm kind of siding with Mordin on this one.
We're not gonna find Malin staring at consoles. Come on.
That's all of them.
Yeah, kind of siding with Krogan body. What? That looks a bit small to be a Krogan body. I guess it's not wearing his armor.
Tumors indicate experimentation. No restraint marks. Volunteer.
There's no armor, I guess.
Sterile, werelock female willing to risk procedures. Hoped for cure. Pointless. Pointless waste of life.
I didn't expect you to be disturbed by the sight of a dead Krogan.
What? Why? Because of genophage work? Irrelevant. No. Causative. Never experimented on live Krogan, never killed with medicine. Her death, not my work. Only reaction to it. Goal was to stabilize population. Never wanted this. Can see it logically. But still unnecessary. Foolish. Waste of life. Hate to see it.
Mordin is so good with his dialogue.
I didn't think you'd had much direct contact with things like this. Did you come to Tuchanka after dropping your plague?
Yearly recon missions. Water, tissue samples. Ensure no mistakes. Superiors offered to carry it on. Refused. Need to see it in person. Need to look. Need to see. Accept it as necessary. See small picture. Remind myself why I run a clinic on Omega. Rest, young mother. Find your gods. Find someplace better.
See, again with that subtlety in how he acts, how he talks.
I didn't expect spirituality from you, Mordin.
Genophage modification project altered millions of lives, then saw results. Ego, humility, juxtaposition, frailty of life, size of universe. Explored religions after work completed. Different races, no answers. Many questions.
Sounds like you were trying to deal with your guilty conscience. The doctor who killed millions.
Modified genophage project, great in scope. Scientifically brilliant. But ethically difficult. Krogan reaction visceral, tragic. Not guilty, but responsible. Trained as doctor, genophage affects fertility, doesn't kill. Still, caused this. Hard to see big picture behind pile of corpses.
Can you really just rationalize it all away? How do you justify it?
Wheel of life. Popular Solarian concept. Similar to human Hinduism in focus on reincarnation. Appealing to see life as endless. Fix mistakes in next life. Learn, adapt, improve. Refuse to believe life ends here. Too wasteful. Have more to offer. Mistakes to fix. Cannot end here. Could do so much more.
If you need this much soul-searching to get over it, maybe the genophage was wrong.
Had to be done. Rachni wars, Krogan rebellions, all pointed to Krogan aggression. So many simulations. Effects of Krogan population increase. All pointed to war. Extinction. Genophage or genocide. Save Galaxy from Krogan. Save Krogan from Galaxy.
You could have cured the genophage instead. Brought hope to the Krogan. They'd have rejoiced.
Assumes human reaction. Krogan stimulus response different. Harsh environment. Take chance to fight. Flee. Would have caused chaos on Tuchanka. Victor would have war economy. Bloodthirsty army. Galactic expansion only logical outcome. More war. Genophage saved lives. War would have ended.
This circles back to what I was saying when we were talking with Thane and human response. Mordin literally just going, human response. Krogan response different. Which makes sense. And that's the thing. It's like you could have cured them because that is the human train of thought. But Mordin had really kind of gone over some things here. A lot of simulations. A lot of research. Like you said, he had all the resources, anything he wanted. And it looks like he put a lot of work into it to figure this stuff out. Where he definitely struggles with it, but he also still considers it very necessary for the sake of everything else. It's not that I agree with him, because I do have that human perspective. But at the same time, you know.
So you're willing to sterilize a species based on the evidence of a few simulations?
Yes. Millions of data points. Years of arguments. Countless scenarios. All noted Krogan fragmentation as dangerous. No unified culture to support repopulation. Would have been war. Turians and humans destroying Krogan utterly. Genophage was better. Saved lives.
We need to find Malin and shut this place down.
Yes.
He had a lazy eye there for a second. Oh. The one that I needed was right on top. Whole turn. I almost got trapped.
We can use this.
Krogan Vitality. Nice. Oh. Sick Krogan. What? Sick Krogan.
You killed the Bloodpack guards.
Not Bloodpack, not member of Clan Werlock. Wrong clan markings.
I'm a nerd not scout.
Ah.
Werlock guards
Yeah.
got me. Brought me here.
The Chief Scout told us to watch for you. We've taken out the guards. Get back to Erdnot.
I can't. The Werlock did things to me. Drugs. Injections. Said I was sacrificing for the good of all Krogan. Experiments to cure the genophage. Everything's blurry. Hard to think. Have to stay.
Mordin, can you get him back on his feet? Stims, maybe? Something to bolster his immune system?
You don't understand. I'm not too sick to leave. I have to stay. They're curing the genophage. They're gonna make it all better. They have to keep doing the tests.
Caution, Shepard. Patient unstable, susceptible, brainwashed.
Why do you want them to keep doing the tests?
This is my fault. I got caught. Wasn't strong enough. Not good enough. This is the best I can do. This is all I can do. I'm not big enough to have a real shot with the females. I'll never have kids of my own. But if I help undo the genophage, then I mattered.
Millions of children will be born. Werlock children. They're gonna destroy the other clans.
But... no. No, they said I was helping Erdnot.
If you want to help Erdnot, you need to get back there. But it would take a real badass to make it back to camp while injured.
I can do it.
You? I said a badass, not some scout whining like a quarian with a tummy ache.
I can do it. I'm up. And I'm going to the female camp.
Damn right you are. Get back there and show them what you're worth. Go! Go!
This is the second time that Shepard's done this.
Pep talk like a military pep talk.
This is the second time that Shepard has reminded a Krogan of who they are. Shepard's just a Krogan at heart sometimes, guys. We did it for Patriarch, and we did it for the sick Krogan. We go. Remember who you are.
Crates ahead that are holding unstable materials. A misplaced shot could cause a significant explosion.
Or a well-placed shot. Explosives useful. Burn through Krogan armor. Headed for combat. Should do the trick.
How did Garrus get over here with me? That was weird.
Can't reach the target.
Enemy charging!
Deploying incineration tech.
You should slow him down.
Engaging target.
Incoming.
Ready for takedown. One down.
Can't get a lock!
Not difficult.
Good. Good. Good stuff, team. Go down. So anywhere in here. Empty room. Empty room. Waste of time. Ugh. Garbage.
Hostiles up ahead! Real high impact shot!
Simple enough.
I'll take the shot.
No shield!
Affirmative.
Hold the line. Moving in.
Hit!
I'm on it.
Stop that. Rising.
Ready to die.
This should slow him down. I'm on it.
Steal. Chef Wheelock Gold. Oh, there he is. There's the boy himself.
Not a problem.
Get incinerated, boy. You good? Nice work, team. You did great. Let me just check this door. Locked, great. Okay, sweet. So Gold's dead. Easy peasy. Is it over? Research terminal. Jump.
I'll take it.
Heavy weapon ammo. Sweet. Hey, buddy.
Malin. Alive, unharmed. No signs of restraint, no evidence of torture. Don't understand.
For such a smart man, Professor, you always had trouble seeing evidence that disagreed with your preconceptions. How long will it take you to admit that I'm here because I wish to be here?
I don't really agree with the left-hand side here.
He wasn't kidnapped. He came here voluntarily to cure the genophage.
Impossible. Whole team agreed. Project necessary.
How was I supposed to disagree with the great Dr. Solus? I was your student. I looked up to you.
Experiments performed here. Live subjects, prisoners, torture and executions. You're doing?
We've already got the blood of millions on our hands, Doctor. If it takes a bit more to put things right, I can deal with that.
You honestly think the experiments you did here are justified?
We committed cultural genocide. Nothing I do will ever be justified. The experiments are monstrous because I was taught to be a monster.
Mordin, did you ever perform experiments like this?
No. Never taught you this, Malin.
So your hands are clean. What does it matter if the ground is stained with the blood of millions? You taught me that the end justified the means. I will undo what we did, Professor. The only way I know how.
I think that Malin has taken Mordin's approach in a different direction, where he's taken the end justifies the means mentality and really taken it to the next level, I think. Because he's like, well, if I've done this, I can just do this now.
What happens if the genophage is cured and the Krogan expand again? That will be on your head.
We justified this atrocity by saying the Krogan would cause havoc and war if their population recovered. But look at the galaxy. Batarian attacks in the Traverse, Geth attacks in the Citadel. Is this a more peaceful universe? The assault on your Eden Prime might never have happened if we had let the Krogan recover. We'll never know.
How would a Krogan population explosion have done anything to stop Saren and the Geth?
An increased Krogan population would have forced the Council to take steps, likely involving colony rights in the Traverse. The Turian fleets would be vigilant for any military activity in the area. They might have stopped the Geth at Eden Prime.
Supposition. Impossible to be certain.
Don't you see? We tried to play God and we failed. We only made things worse, and I'm going to fix it.
You talked about killing, but the genophage isn't lethal. It only affects fertility rates.
Krogan fight over fertile females. They become mercenaries or pirates because they see no alternative. They would be thriving in a cultural renaissance now had we not decided that this is what they deserved.
Inaccurate. Krogan population resulted in war. Simulations were clear.
Why work with Clan Weyrloc? And how did you access the genophage data?
The data was easy to obtain. We all still had clearance. We were heroes. All I had to do was ask. As for the Weyrloc, they were the only clan with both the resources and the commitment.
Urdnot has a larger camp than Weyrloc. Why not use them?
Urdnot Rex is too soft. He wasn't willing to do the experiments I needed. It's Urdnot's loss and Weyrloc's gain. Their clan will be the first to recover from the crime we committed.
Malin clearly doesn't need rescuing. What do you want to do?
Have to end this.
You can't face the truth, can you? Can't admit that your brilliant mind led you to commit an atrocity!
Oh!
Unacceptable experiments. Unacceptable goals. Won't change. No choice. Have to kill you.
Wait. You don't need to do this, Mordin. You're not a murderer.
No. Not a murderer. Thank you, Shepard. Finished, Malin. Get out. No Weyrloc left. Project over.
Aren't you worried that he'll start his research again?
No. Locking this unit. Special task group can cut access to old data. Could start from scratch. Decades of work, though. Didn't teach you everything I knew.
What if he talks to more Krogan? Tells the public about the modified genophage project?
Special tasks group good at covering tracks. No proof. Weyrloc willingness to work with Salarian, unusual. Other Krogan will kill him.
You heard the professor. Get out before he changes his mind.
Where am I supposed to go, Professor?
Don't care. Try Omega. Can always use another clinic.
The Krogan didn't deserve what we did to them, Professor. The genophage needs to end.
Not like this. Apologies, Commander. Misunderstood mission parameters. No kidnapping. My mistake. Thank you.
Don't worry about me, Mordin. How are you doing?
Should have killed him. Wanted to. Easier than listening. Easier for him, too. Experiments indicate how far he's fallen. Expected it from Krogan. Not one of mine.
Maybe you'll remember that the next time you're discussing the ethics of the genophage.
Yes. So many variables. Stress responses. Impossible to truly predict. Something to think about. Malin's research. Only loose end. Could destroy it. Closure. Security. Still valuable, though.
This is the research that includes tests on living victims. It's tainted.
Right now, victims died for nothing. Keep it. Use it. Death's worth something. Malin's work could cure genophage. Don't know. Effects on Krogan. Effects on Galaxy. Too many variables. Too many variables.
You regret what the Krogan have become. You see the horror of what they did here. But you see the loss, too.
Wasted potential.
They don't deserve this, Mordin. Save the data.
Point taken, Shepard. Capturing data. Wiping local copy. Still years away from cure. But closer than starting from scratch. Done. Ready to go. Ready to be off Tuchanka. Anywhere else. Maybe somewhere sunny.
Ready to go.
Let's get out of here.
30 Paragon. There you go. Troubled by Clan Warlock's progress toward genophage cure without Cerberus knowledge, cure data may prove useful. Krogan dangerous, but if recruited as shock troops against Reapers, extremely valuable. Mordin's assistant is no longer a problem. Mordin will have no trouble focusing on the mission. So we've got Neural Shock, cripple an organic enemy with pain, and a new outfit. Sweet. And heading on back. Cool. And now we can go through to the Normandy. Points into Neural Shock. And I'll give you... I want to put more into Overload. Sweet. Alright, that's that done. We're going to head back to... the Normandy so we can have some dialogue with Mordin. And then obviously we will remain on Tuchanka to figure out what's going on with Grunt.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal. How may I help you, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Pragia facility update from Cerberus Intel. Commander Shepard, contacting you per Elusive Man's instructions. He believed you would want to know that he had ordered Subject Zero's project shut down before the riot broke out. Cerberus personnel arrived to find all guards dead, along with most of the subjects. Any surviving children were treated for injuries, given mild amnesiac treatments, and delivered to Alliance facilities as survivors of slaver attacks. A few surviving doctors were forcibly retired for their role in the project. Per your report, the facility on Pragia has been destroyed. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Alright. Interesting. Gotcha. Something to think about. Alright, let's talk to Mordin and see what he's got to follow up with after his mission. Krogan Vitality. Heavy weapon capacity. Yes. Cool.
Still hard to believe Malin betrayed me. Betrayed my work. Disgusted by his actions. Proud of his nerve, though. Almost thought he lacked backbone. Hope he finds something new. Better goal, better purpose. Fewer torture tests.
You're really at peace with what happened?
Yes, of course. Can't change what happened. Life continues. Back to mission, back to work. Become like Malin otherwise. Solarian emotional processing faster than other species.
Yeah.
Has to be. Short-lived culture can't spend time reminiscing.
Yeah, it's definitely obvious that that's a thing. I think that they definitely feel something. It's just that they kind of process it faster than what's considered normal.
So you really don't feel bad at all about what happened on Tuchanka?
Yes, correct. Now at least. Greatly.
Now at least.
Time.
Yeah, see?
Grief, loss, anger, rationalization. Dealt with it. Most issues settled on Tuchanka, some on shuttle back to Normandy.
Malin didn't seem like he processed his emotional response. He was obsessed with the genophage.
True, didn't mean to imply that Solarians were healthier emotionally, can still make wrong choices, bad decisions from grief, anger, guilt. Malin couldn't accept feelings. Made decision, executed. Probably before I left for Omega. Wish I'd seen it. Solarians still feel, just resolve it quickly. Explains lack of marriage, can't sustain courtship emotions. Or perhaps based on reproduction. Unsure.
Interesting. Oh, Solarians. Lack of marriage, can't sustain courtship emotions. Perhaps based on reproduction. Yeah. Okay.
What about Malin's data on the genophage? His attempts at a cure?
What about it? Have it over there somewhere. Not dealing with it now. Need to focus on collectors. Not important now, regardless. Appreciate you helping me back on Tuchanka. Should get back to work. Wasted enough time already. Lots to do. Talk later? Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Later. Updating crew dental records. All Cerberus personnel have cyanide capsules in molars. Primitive. Ocular nerve flashbangs harder to disarm. Anything else?
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
Okay. So Miranda and Jacob have, and I guess every other Cerberus operative on the ship, carrying a little bit of cyanide with them. Interesting to note. Well, there you go, guys. We've done the loyalty missions for Jack and Mordin. So that's done and out of the way with 2 more loyal squad members with a few more to go. So we'll be heading back to Tuchanka next episode to go on with Grunt's loyalty mission, and then we'll see where we go from there. So guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Mass Effect 2, and I will see you next time.